Today I am sharing some incredible DIY gift ideas that you're going to love using inexpensive Dollar Tree items, whether you are trying to stay on budget this Christmas or just look for some more personalized items. These projects are perfect for you. Please leave me a big thumbs up and let's get on into crafting. Okay, first up, we are making some personalized magnets that turn out really cute. I find these large crystal gems from Walmart as well as some magnetic buttons, but both of these items sometimes can be found at Dollar Tree if you luck out. I just went on my computer and printed out some tiny little photos, and I made these about 2 inches, but pretty much just made it to where their head is going to fill up a lot of these crystal gems, so you might have to print it off a couple of times or just measure if you have an easy way to measure on your computer. But these are going to fit perfect. I am just going to attach these to the photo and cut around them, so they are going to be so adorable and personalized. These are some of my favorite photos that we've ever taken around Christmas time. I just love all of the red in the little girls' outfits, so they make the perfect little like festive magnets, and I'm going to go ahead and attach those now. So after I trace around them with a pencil, I'm just cutting these out with my scissors. I now have a like 1-inch punch that punches out circles. That would be perfect for this, but they fit really nicely. And go ahead and make sure that they look good and everyone is fitting inside of the gem. And then using some Mod Podge, I go ahead and just paint that over the back of the gem and the front of the photo, and then attach these together. I did use Mod Podge on these, but recently I have noticed that Mod Podge doesn't always dry 100% clear, so if I had this to do again, I would use some of the clear Elmer's glue or maybe even like a clear glue stick so that these would attach even better without the risk of leaving any of like the white tinted Mod Podge in between them. And then I'm just using my magnets. I let these completely dry and then attach them to the back of these, and they're ready to go. I do end up packaging these really cute just to make a better gift. To package these, I knew I needed a smaller box, so this one works perfect. It's actually made for little gift cards, but I love grabbing small little gift boxes like this. They're already decorated. It's super easy to throw some filler in there and just display these really cute. I find this shred at Dollar Tree as well, and just kind of line them up in there, and they just look so much more like a nicer homemade gift whenever you do package them really cute. And I'll definitely be making these for stocking stuffers for everyone in my family. Next, we are making some little hot cocoa mugs. This is the perfect little gift if you just want to give someone something small or that kind of looks homemade. You can get any mug that you like. I know Dollar Tree has out tons of decorative mugs right now, but hands down, one of my favorite are these clear mugs that I grab there all the time. And I just wanted to make some of my own little DIY hot cocoa bags so that you could see all the contents without putting like the labeled hot cocoa mix in there. So I'm just picking up one of these huge cocoa mix cans from Walmart and putting enough in the bottom and then adding some cute marshmallows to the top. And then I just tie this with ribbon. I love using the Christmas ribbon just to give it some color. And then I feel like the bag kind of set too far down inside of these mugs, so I added a little bit of extra ribbon to the bottom just to give it a cushion, and it's also adding in more color. A DIY photo frame or photo display is one of the easiest gift ideas ever. So get inspired whether you go shopping and look around at what other stores have. I found this gorgeous frame just out shopping, and I knew it was something I could recreate. It's not only going to be more special, but I can customize it to make it how I want it to look. So using a few wooden pieces from the Dollar Tree, I go ahead and paint the stand black, which is just 2 of these like thick planks. And then for the larger plank, which is going to be the backing that's going to stand up, I am using one of these dollar board planks, but you could use any scrap wood piece that you have lying around, or this could even be an MDF sign turned backwards, but going ahead and painting it with a beige color just so all of the decor and accents that I add to it are really going to pop off. It's all about the tiny little details whenever you are gifting something or making something to look super nice. I wanted those same lines in it just to give it a little bit of more detail. So I used a board for my straight edge and kind of folded my sandpaper so that I could just sand down some lines without having to paint any. And then I did use my Cricut, but Dollar Tree or the dollar store always has out tons of stickers that you could put along the bottom, as well as Mod Podging on window clings. But I cut something out to put on there. I cut it out in white so that it would really show up, and went ahead and transferred this to the wood. I sandwiched the wood plank in between these 2 black stands, and then this is going to be freestanding, which looks so cool already. Now it's time to add in the little accents. I'm going to paint this cute little snowman, as well as add a little clip to the top so that I can hang a photo. I do just kind of keep it simple because I want this to match every style decor, but I love like how it looks with the pop of black for like more of like the modern look, but keeping everything else a little bit neutral so it's going to match like all styles. I feel like it really needed that pop of red or something to go around the snowman's neck, so I added a little scarf just by tying a little ribbon around it, hot gluing that down, and then added some greenery to the bottom. Next up, we are making a home sign that is sure to please everyone. I love this so much. We are going to be making over a Christmas sign into something that they'll get use out of all year, and actually making little wreaths that they can trade out for each season. So I'm going ahead and cutting down a piece of MDF and going to be putting it inside of a frame. So this is just a Christmas sign. It wouldn't matter which one as long as it fits, and going to be putting it inside of one of the Dollar Tree frames, but I needed to fix it up just a little bit. So I'm adding some of this scrapbooking paper that I find at Hobby Lobby to the front of this just to give it that real texture. Especially when gifting something, I like to go ahead and seal it in and give it that extra layer of protection so that it doesn't get damaged, and it also makes it easy to dust. I have this metal happy sign, so I put that at the top, and then I'm going to spell out home with this little mini set of wreaths. So you can DIY these wreaths or pick them up at a craft store, also pairing it with some large home letters that I have. Now, since I am gifting this, I am going to be covering the ugly backing, so my favorite way to do that is by gluing on some craft paper. So it's as easy as just adding your stickers and then just decorating these little wreaths. This is so much fun to do. You can make them as custom as you want to. You could add their little initials on there with a wooden letter. I just used what I had on hand, some little Christmas ornaments, as well as some of the little wooden stickers that Dollar Tree had, adding mini bows to the top. And you want to be sure to make more of a neutral one so that they have something to put in its place whenever it's not a season. I think this looks gorgeous with all 3 of the different wreaths. Definitely something that I would use if someone gifted this to me, but super easy to make, and you made this on a very low budget. Next up, this is for someone that loves coffee like myself. I made this adorable little sign to hang up and gift one, but I just took an old Valentine's Day frame, but you could use any little framed hanging sign that you have, and I added a neutral piece of scrapbooking paper down and then making a really fun coffee mug. You could use a Cricut machine or just regular stickers, but I still love these Dollar Tree rub-on transfers that they have out, and I just put whatever I wanted on there, but you could customize this, put their name on there, but it was kind of a little bit tricky to get these lined up perfect, so just take your time and make sure that you're getting them as straight as possible. To make the mug, I did use a piece of cardboard that I just kind of free-handed a little mug and then cut it out, and then painted this with a tan color. I added a couple more little scratch-on embellishments just to fill in the blank space, and then actually made the mug look like it actually had coffee inside of it, but you could customize this however that you want it, just making sure that you do like a protective layer like of Mod Podge over all of these rub-on transfers at the end, because you don't want to risk any of them scratching off. I think this would be really cute paired in like a little gift basket with some little mugs, or maybe a gift card, but a really fun little personalized gift. And if you're anything like me and you love your coffee, you'd be excited to receive this. Next up is a customized kitchen sign. I'm starting by taking one of these wooden signs from Dollar Tree. It just had a random dinosaur image on it. It was like a kid's decor piece. I'm cutting down a piece of scrapbooking paper to cover over the graphic, but I was worried about all this lime green and like colors and graphics showing through. So go ahead and give it a quick coat of white paint just to make sure everything is going to look nice and tidy, and then using a glue stick to glue on some scrapbooking paper. I cut this pretty straight. There wasn't a lot of gaps, but I wanted to add in some extra detail, so a great way, if you didn't get it perfectly straight, you can take some jute twine, just glue that in the corner, and I feel like it gives it more of a finished look. Using a small wooden plank from the Dollar Tree, I painted that white, and then using a pack of these kitchen stencils, once again from Dollar Tree, I traced out the little pot in the middle, and then using the rub-on transfers, I am doing Annie's Kitchen, and I feel like this is the perfect little gift that you can put any name that you want at the top, or you could make it more of a generic sign, but painting that little pot to match the letters. I glued this on tower blocks to really make it stand up and add just extra depth in there. Glued this down. It doesn't take very long at all, and I just think it's a really fun piece. This is definitely one of my favorite gift ideas I've ever made, and that is these like DIY photo frame ornaments. I love these. Dollar Tree always had these weird like round frames on a stand, and I feel like it would kind of be weird to just paint these and put them on a shelf or anything, but if you actually remove the stand and paint these a white color, you can fix these up really cute. I just left mine plain and are gifting them with the little stock photos in there, but you definitely could go ahead and take the time to print out the family photos that you want to put in there or whoever you're gifting them to. But I feel like this is really, really a cute idea because even though you are gifting these at Christmas, and if you do give them a little bit early, they could use them, but I feel like it'll be so fun to pull out year after year, and just personalized ornaments are my favorite. I feel like this is what makes these ornaments pop, is adding all these little rub-on or scratch-on vines. It just adds so much detail, but if you can't find them, you easily could take a black permanent marker and just draw a little vine around the white part, or just add some colorful polka dots or anything that you think is the easiest. But I love, love, love how this turned out. I added some little bead hangers to the top, as well as a little red ribbon to really make it pop, but really a fun present. Next up, I have another personal item that is also really functional or useful, and that is this DIY trivet. Now, I cut out a family photo, but obviously you want to use whoever you're gifting this a photo to, unless it's like grandparents. But I cut out a picture that I knew was going to fit, smaller than this trivet. I go ahead and trim that down, and then get ready to glue it in place. Now feel free to completely skip this part, but I feel like layers here add so much dimension and texture, it just makes it so much nicer looking. So I'm putting my photo over some scrapbooking paper, cutting out like a border, and then I'm going to be using the wooden scrapbooking paper for the background. So this is just a Dollar Tree trivet. Make sure that you get like the most clear one that you can. This one has a little bit of texture to it, so it makes the image a little bit distorted, but you still can see through it really nicely. But they do sell the complete clear glass one sometimes, so grab that one if you do see it at your store. I take a little knife and remove the little gummy pieces or little like safety pieces, buttons at the bottom, and completely remove them so that it's nice and flat. Go ahead and glue everything together before attaching it to the trivet. Once again, if you can use a clear glue, I think it would work better. But for this, the Mod Podge is all that I had, and it kind of pulled up a little bit, so you do have to wait a long time to get it to dry. So I would opt for a clear glue, but luckily this went ahead and still dried for me. But make sure if you do use the Mod Podge, you don't do it this thick, but you do it as thin as possible. Next, I reattach the little buttons. You can add a coat of Mod Podge to the backing just to give it a little bit of extra protection. Let this set overnight and let it completely dry, but a really fun, useful piece that makes the best gift.